question.
Okay.
That's not the only person that's actually really wants an answer to this question. Seems like there's at least two other people in chat that are really interested in this.
Okay.
Albedo nano question mark?
You know, I've been thinking
Later
about
on in
it.
the future?
I've been thinking about it a little bit, right? A little bit. It's just like, how would I do it? And how do I make it make sense? That's about it.
There's a Ben one, right? Or is there not a Ben one? I don't remember.
There's not a Ben one right now.
Not right now. No.
That's weird.
It like exists, right? But it's like unused and it's a little bit janky.
Fuck.
But like, it's not like it can't just be redone and made better.
Right.
You soup it up with your big blender skills and go.
Yeah, you got the skills. You got the skills.
Yeah,
so,
no.
Like,
Eventually, right?
Eventually, yeah.
Eventually, it will. I don't want to say it will happen, but like, I wouldn't mind it happening.
Sticking the bug in the air, because I, not the only one. All right, thanks, guys.
All right, no problem.
Take me off the stage.
All right, who do you want up? Because Lone Swordsman has a microphone now, I suppose. So let's get your person up, and then we'll get Lone.
Wow.
I gotta agree with him on that one.
I do too, yeah. It's something we're looking forward to be honest.
All right. Let's see. Here, I agree. I want this one. Let's put him in here.
Howdy.
Hello.
So my big question is there any Symbionic Titan content?
This update? No.
It like exists kind of, but it's not in the game. Oh yeah, wait, there's a Solomon hat. Yo, wait. Solomon hat is already in the game. All right, no more Symbiotic Titan. It caps out at that.
Yeah, that's it.
Like we don't have a million Adventure Time items. But yeah, that was my question.
That's what I'm fucking saying. Dude, this is what I'm saying. That's what I'm fucking saying. No, that's what I'm saying. No, he's saying what we're thinking.
I just got in here. I didn't know you guys were doing something. But what's happening? Where's Evil Concarne? I'm pissed off. I'm gonna freaking crash out.
I wanna do Evil Concarne someday.
In the original game, since 2008, they had signs for their weapons store, and there was a hat. Oh, right. That's what they always say.
What General Scar isn't good enough for you? That's what I was gearing towards.
No, it's because that's specifically Billy and Mandy's version.
Well, it's going to be because it takes place in the now and not in the past. What do you mean?
Well, Ninja, what do you think about the allegations about your work on Project N?
That was you. You're the guy who works on Project N. That's not me. That was you. That was you.
I showed everyone the game. I showed everyone the gameplay. They all saw the gameplay, and I said I developed it.
No, dude, you streamed that shit. It looked like dog water, bro.
It wasn't dog water. It was a great game. Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna stand for this. It was one of the great games. It was one of the best. Everybody knows.
Okay, I'll admit one thing, right? It had more progress than Saturday Morning Invasion, right?
Of course it did. And Soul did nothing for that project. Soul may claim he did stuff for my project, but it was great.
No. Yeah, the blood runs deep here, right?
Anyways, me, Ninja, and a third developer named Dogon McBanana are announcing a new game. It's called RetroBution 2. So stay tuned, everyone.
We will be staying tuned.
All right.
Okay.
All right, Lone. Can you retype your question, please? And we'll just say it out loud for you.
Okay, let's see. Farming. When is Generator Rex coming?
When is Generator Rex coming? Look.
Don't you guys have an item for that already?
We don't really have like any concrete plans, but it's been talked about. Like all the other shows that have ever touched Fusion Fall, we've talked about it. Maybe one day in the future at some point.
So in the next update, we're actually adding a generator named Rex, and it's like it's in Townsville Park, and it's like a generator you interact with, and it's named Rex.
That I don't know about that one, but yeah. Did you have? I know you had a second question, Lone. Do you want to jump in as well?
Yeah, Lone deserves 2 questions, I think.
Yeah. Next, unstable nano.
All right, get this guy off the stage.
I don't know if we can actually answer that yet, but there will be one.
Yeah, let's just say that unstable nanos are like they're like unstable. They're like, oh, I don't know what's gonna be next. And, you know, I can't possibly predict it myself. That'd be crazy.
That would be crazy.
All right. Apparently Zach has a question. This better be good. No, apparently they do. Apparently they have a real one.
All right, this one's for Alfie.
For me, okay.
Alfie, I've been thinking about this for a while. And as you may know,
I'm married. Get off the stage. Okay. Chewy Cookie has requested to speak. Let's get you in here.
All right. Yeah, Chewy Cookie.
Yo,
Yo.
I just wanted to ask. So y'all add shit that's like not Cartoon Network stuff, like from the anime items, right? Obviously, there's a line somewhere. Are you guys open to adding like stuff that is even further beyond that, or is the line currently just at anime shit, like aside from Cartoon Network stuff?
Are you implying Dragon Ball?
No, like anything, like outside of, even if it's not anime, maybe like comic books or something. You know, like do you plan on going like outside of that, or right now it's just within those barriers?
I don't know. I think concerning comic books, I'd rather just do parodies that are within Cartoon Network shows. It's like a weird line for me, because if you look at a lot of the anime stuff we did add, it's like you can tell that it's sort of like melded within Fusion Fall. Like, oh, they put the damage power icon on the Jotaro hat, and it's like,
yeah,
you know, it's like it's sort of within that realm, right? Like, if Bleach were to happen, right, it would have to. I'd make it look Fusion Fall-y, but I'm not even like familiar with Bleach. I would just like off the rim, you know, like look it up on Google or something.
Yeah.
But I know for a fact I want to do Dragon Ball someday. It's not happening next update, but it will happen someday. You guys will be hyped. You guys will be like, "Whoa, whoa!"
Okay, that's cool. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. All right, I see another audience member. They requested to speak, so here we go. Oh wait, you've already spoken. All right, go quick, brother. Go quick.
yo, I have one question. Why is the new fashion vendor so expensive, bro?
Get off the station. All right, let's see. What do we got next? How about Danny? That'd be a good one.
Yeah, sure.
Danny.
Hello, Danny.
Thanks. Hello. First, I want to thank you for the great work you do. And my question is if there will be Adventure Time items in this update, or if you have more Adventure Times playing it, like Finn Backpack or something like that.
I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure.
Actually, yeah, well, I'm actually also not sure about like this update, but for planned stuff, I can confidently say that I don't know. That's crazy. All right.
Wait, did he say Robot Boy?
Okay. Thanks.
I don't know if he said Robot Boy or not.
Someone said it in chat. That scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
I didn't expect someone to bring up Robot Boy. This function.
Yo, who the fuck is Fusion Lover?
Okay.
What's up, Fusion Lover? And why did you make your account and join on January 6th? What's up with that?
Oh, I'm not liking this. Oh boy, that's giving me the heebie-jeebies. Fusion Lover?
Loves Fusion Fall. All right.
Oh, I love Fusion Fall so much. Okay.
Whoa, yeah.
Oh, let's get Fusion Lover in here.
In
this world, we're mine. Hey, well, when I'm everything comes hot.
Oh, look at that. Jesse, you raise your hand. Get in here.
What's this about, by the way? Okay, sure. All right, King.
Hello again.
What's your question?
I know this is just like a general broad question. I'm not asking if you're adding a Ben Nano or an Albedo Nano, but just to kind of follow up with what you said. In your own opinion, would you rather do a Ben Nano with the Omnitrix included or without the Omnitrix included?
Well,
Like, have the powers be based on stuff Ben himself has done rather than what the Omnitrix has done for Ben.
It would make more sense for it to be without, right?
Yes.
That's
right?
something.
That's what I'm thinking.
I don't know. I don't really think about that stuff. I think I'll leave that discussion for whenever we get to that,
Okay.
rather than
No worries.
like come up on the spot here.
I just thought, I was thinking about it when she asked about the Albedo Nano, and you guys were like, we don't know how we would do it. I think that's what you said. So I was just
Yeah.
kind of like, well, how would you go about that? But if you can't answer that, that's fine. So,
Yeah.
okay. Alrighty, thanks. Shout out.
That's insane. All right, really quick. I actually have a question for my wife.
Okay. Sure.
What is the question, honey? Okay. All right. I'm going to say the question and I'm going to answer it for us. When is the Bling Bling Boy Nano? We currently have no plans for the Bling Bling Boy Nano. Maybe one day.
Boy, you know what? Kaz, I've been thinking about this for a while. No, you know what?
No, genuinely,
David,
bro.
Please,
Hold up.
don't say it.
When y'all doing Time Squad Part 2?
When
When we get
I don't know.
3000?
we already got Larry 3000.
No.
What do you like? What you want him small? Why do you want him small?
Don't ask those questions to you what the answers to them, dog.
Get the hell out of here! Get the heck out of here! All right. Who's up next? Murph. No, that's just
All right,
Rowan.
guys.
That's Rowan. That's Rowan. I was like, dude, that's some practical joker. It has to be Rowan.
That was so different. Oh, you fool. You letting Murr amongst you?
Yeah, who chose Murr to get in here?
Some murder.
Yeah. Alright, real talk. What's the biggest feature coming in 2.0 of whatever? Yeah.
I think the coolest. I think I like the UI stuff the most, but there's like one other thing that hasn't been revealed yet by people.
Can you give me a
like
hint? Can you give Murr a hint? Murr.
TT.
Big titties? Finally.
Whoa.
Are you guys fine? Also, these are questions from the chat that I've been hearing. So these are questions people want to hear. Have you finally bit the bullet and DH number 2?
What does that mean?
People want number 2 at 4 years old in the game, the classic version.
Like Sonic Generations? What do you mean?
Yes, they want one little number 2 and big number 2 together.
What the fuck's we?
Me, Bonnie Ruth, and Pastel Punk.
Absolutely not. You balding motherfucker.
What the
Hey,
hell?
that's
did
Joe
you just
Murr.
say?
What the hell? You can't say that shit to
It's
Joe
me,
Murr.
Murr. What the hell? What's
Dude.
your question? Okay, what's your question, Bonnie Ruth? Let's hear it.
My genuine question was something I feel like a lot of people would probably like is, can you make it to where there's no longer a timer on vehicles? Instead, we just get to keep them?
No.
I think... Fair enough.
What, you're like 14 years old? You think you lease out a car? What the heck, dude?
I don't know. I've always thought it's kind of dumb to be like on a timer.
Well,
Looks like you're
it's
today's
called-
biggest loser.
they're called. Okay, all right. It's called Kevin's Hot Rod Rentals, right? So without that, it's just Kevin's Hot Rods, and we know Kevin ain't doing shit. All right.
Kevin isn't doing shit. He's not even in the game.
Oh, he is in the game, and that's why you're tonight's biggest loser.
That's crazy. Yo, all right. I saw that someone wanted to speak.
Okay. Are you
Um,
keeping Murray in
I
here?
lost a name.
Yeah, keep me in there. I'll just
Keep me in there?
spectate.
Yeah, I gotta regarding the vehicle thing. I actually think you guys could do the thing where the vehicle could expire in the inventory, but they could just like not be able to use it until they can pay for it again from the inventory, just to make it like more convenient. Like you still have to pay for it, but you don't have to like walk on foot all the way back to like the nearest vendor. You know?
No, I'm all about quality of life, but I just want the quality to be worse. All right, get off the stage.
Okay.
For your question.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Also, the developers, we all agreed that the Reptar wagon is being added. Continue.
What?
Reptar wagon. What, you don't know from Rugrats Go to Paris?
It's from the first movie, actually.
What?
Remember Tommy tries to kill his brother?
That wasn't in Paris? That wasn't in that one?
It might have been. Okay, what do you want, King? What do you think? Alright, continue, Bookworm. Bookworm?
Oh, there we go. My microphone was not working.
Perfect.
Anyway.
Hear me?
Oh, back.
Why are there two of you?
Oh. I was going to ask, since
I invited
there's a
Lone in
bunch
here
of
because I
lightning
didn't know
gun
Lone would
variants.
speak.
Sorry?
Lightning gun variants. I was wondering if you can add more lightning sword variants.
Maybe one day. We don't really know.
Yeah, that's like a Rohan. Wait, no, the other one. Radio. That's like a radio thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do that stuff. That's not my job. I'm just there.
Yeah, you're the ideas guy, aren't you?
I am the ideas guy.
I don't know what's going on anymore.
This is a genuine question from King. I'm getting in my DMs for Nunja. He says you're tonight's biggest loser, and you have to do a face reveal. I wouldn't do that personally, but
yeah, I didn't even lose. I didn't even lose any of the Impractical Joker challenges, so I don't get to do that.
That's true. Yeah. All right, Bookworm. What were you gonna say?
Okay. So like I forgot how long it was. Like a few weeks ago. A few weeks ago, we kind of shadow dropped the idea of fusions dropping specific items. We're going to expect more of that in the next update, the upcoming 2.0 update.
It doesn't look like it.
No.
Okay.
Thank
That's
you
good to know. I don't want to go on a wild goose chase when the update drops.
Let's get someone else in here. Thank you, Bookworm, for your question.
All right, bye.
Hello again. For question.
Okay,
Number
sure.
1. Your character, the seller, will have more items. 2. What will the best event we can?
Can you type that out? Because I think I understand what you're saying, right? I just need like all of it written out. Because I think like I'm trying to. Which was a casino? That was not their question, Boogie Boogie.
My question is for question. Is your
Radio Rave is requested to speak.
Your character is seller with more items. 2. What will be best unexpected years? 3. We'll see the sun, an Eddie costume. 4. We'll see more square the bullet, the dynamo from Powerpuff Girl.
I don't know if we have anything like that planned.
Yeah, the dynamo. I think the dynamo is usually for Powerpuff Girls characters. But I think outfits based on shows is definitely. We always want to, when designing items, we always want to be sort of taking from the shows. We don't. There's room for original stuff, but obviously, a lot of what's really cool comes from shows and is inspired by the shows, and that's what we look at mainly for any items, and that remains true no matter the case.
Radio Rave.
Radio Rave.
That's murder, bro. That's murder.
Hello,
Is
ladies
Q
and
here?
gentlemen. It is great to be here tonight.
God.
It's the same goddamn thing.
Oh, okay, wait, guys. Let's. I'm sorry. Okay,
It's
Luna typed out his questions so that we could better reply to them. Or you guys are.
Oh wait,
We're
where's
ready,
this?
yeah,
I'll mute
we're
up.
ready.
Good question. I'll mute up.
Where is this? In general?
No. Mira, this is what I'm gonna get.
Oh.
Where is it?
Hold on.
No.
Well, we
All
have.
right, here. I'll send it to you, Ninja.
Okay. Sweet. Character seller. Spender is probably not going to have anything more to what will be the best event that we can expect this year. Up to that level, yeah, it's a bit too soon to say. It really depends on what we're feeling and how much we want to put, how many resources we want to put into like celebrating Mother's Day. If you're saying like, come on, man, Mother's Day is even like celebrate. Like you log on to Fusion Fall on your mom's like mother's birth. You log into Fusion Fall on Mother's Day. What are you doing with your life, right? 3. Will we see some Ed and Eddie costumes? Maybe. I actually have some. There are a lot of things I want to do that are Ed and Eddie related, and eventually I'll get to them, but not right now. Not next update. You see Squirrel Bullet Dynamo? It's not a bad idea. I will say that is not the worst idea. I haven't really thought about doing like representing Bullet in any way, but now that the idea is in my head, right? I might have something in mind.
I wish I did finally complete the Dynamo. It exists. It sees the color red, blue, yellow, green,
Oh,
brown,
and then we could do orange. We do orange, man. Orange.
orange,
I don't think we
or
have any
brown.
plans for more Dynamo sets. As of right now, at least. But thank you, that was a good question. Zach, you were up here? You had a question?
Yeah. So first, I have to give much love to my dear friend King. He was really hyping me up, trying to get me back out there. And I was wondering, Radio Rave, would you be my blood net for oh, he left. Fuck.
Yeah,
you know.
All right, Pastel, you have a genuine question?
Yeah, it's kind of a two-in one. Will there be more than one fashion NPC? And second one is, will there ever be an NPC that allows more character customization, like hair or skin tone?
I mean, if it's possible.
Dr. Barber.
Yeah, like Dr. Barber.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. What do you think?
I don't.
I mean, that was what Wilt was building upon. We can't go against the
just
ancient.
Said Wilt. You called him Wilt.
Wilt Tilt, the ancient.
This guy's an old head. Hello.
Called him Wilt Tilt. That's crazy.
Like ancient Wilt Tilt technology, he built the Dr. Barber. Dr. Barber.
he built Dr. Barber in a cave with scraps.
That's true. He did do that. So,
but yeah,
I don't think we have the technology to do it right now. Maybe
fine.
one day in the future we can work on it, but for right now, we're focused on RetroBution 2.0. Thank you for that question. It was great.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're not doing another fashion event. It's probably gonna be the only one until we come up with something else, and then we like go back on what I said.
Also-
just fashion dudes sitting in the middle of the jungle.
So I typed up a bunch of ideas on a notepad. I suggest I had an idea for same account character emails.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah, and more character creator options for new players.
It's
more additional levels.
Yeah, no's happening. Not this update.
Yeah, infected zone races. Infected zone races. That's one of the key elements of the original Fusion Fall.
Yeah, no, that's agreeable.
Racing, yeah, maybe one day.
Maybe for the future, some Adult Swim reps.
All right, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Every single time someone asks about racing, it gets delayed by another 2 months. Okay, just
all right,
put
that's
that
fair.
out there right now.
And we're not doing Rick and Morty, guys. Come on, stop asking for
Alright.
it.
Home movies is all where it's at. I mean, Coach McGurk. You got.
Dude, we could be like SMI. We can one up them once more. We do Coach.
We can add SpongeBob. We can add Bob's
We can add
Burgers.
SpongeBob and Coconut Fred and Bob's Burgers. We could add
and Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
And Friday the 13th, since it was in multiplayer.
All right, we're missing the mark here. We're missing the mark.
All right. Anyway, more explorable areas.
Weren't we limited to one question per person? By the way, what's up with this?
Thank
you for the questions, Eli Jollytooth. It was very
thing,
insightful.
One more thing. The Foster's Dungeon that was planned for Retro.
Yes.
Yeah, why not?
Maybe one day. All right. Thank you for your questions.
Thank you.
Uzi,
Did
you've been
Uzi
here
want to
for a
say
while.
something? Yeah.
Yeah. I think Eli already asked this, but is there gonna be like any new areas?
New areas.
What for this update?
No, like in the future, you know.
I don't know, man.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Probably. Maybe like I don't know. At some point, I don't know. I've never watched any of the shows besides Adventure Time, so I wouldn't be able to tell you what what areas there are.
You heard it here first, folks. Ooh is coming. The whole land of Ooh, Candy Kingdom, Ice Kingdom, all of them are coming.
Yeah, there it is, guys. Next month, next week. Retribution 3.0. The Adventure Time update.
All right, boogie
What's
boogie.
up, boogie?
And what's your question?
Hello. I just thought maybe with the addition of more items from like events and such like that, if there'd be a possibility for more banking space and maybe even affordable banking.
Affordable banking.
Affordable
banking.
Affordable banking.
What do you?
These prices are too much. I cannot afford this storage. I'm broke. Please.
You gotta hustle, bro. You gotta hustle.
I'm grinding as hard as I can. Please, bro. I can't sell these T-shirts from the last event quick enough. I'm begging.
Out of yourself
hustle.
and broke on the public stage?
Oh man, why are you pocket watching, bro? Just.
I don't know. For me, the biggest hurdle early on was getting the permission for a lot of things from the universe people, and
Thank you, Votel.
and
In the chat.
and then from then on, it's really just like because there's only so much I can do, right? Because I'm not a programmer. I just model and I make tests and stuff. But it really depends on like how well can we like fill in the shoes of the Future Fall Universe people. And really, a lot of it is just like let's see if like this is possible to be added to the game or whatever. And it seems like a lot of things have been blown out of the water. I don't know with our programming team. I'd say that. Like really, it's I'll go to bed and then I'll wake up and apparently the next day we'll have like scaling UI and it's like, oh okay, that's new. So generally, yeah, for the most part, just expect a lot of things to happen that you didn't expect over the next few months, over the year. I'd say that. All right, get the heck out of here. All right,
is it my
Dingle.
turn?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, guys? Nice to meet y'all, by the way. I was wondering actually what kind of things we'll be expecting for this update announcement later. Is it going to be more on the content side, of things, like new cosmetics and event missions, or do you guys have more UI and quality of life changes, like the things you guys have been tweeting about lately?
I think I don't know. From what I can tell, it's probably gonna be more, quality of life, like what's being changed in the next update and such.
Well,
Content's going to be a surprise, really.
Let's put it this way. Retribution 2.0 is really all about like improving the quality of the game and making it take leaps and bounds forward in the game experience for players, basically, right? So we're trying to focus mainly on making everyone's lives easier, and then the content, even though it's equal, it'll come second to the quality of life updates. The content, as Ninja said, is going to be a surprise. We're very, very excited to show you guys what we have in store, and I think it's going to be great. To put it simply, it's I think going to be awesome.
Is it going to be like in a video form, like later tonight, or?
Yeah.
The content will not be in a video form yet.
It'll be in a GIF.
But everything else will be.
Yeah.
We're excited to show you guys what we have.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Sounds good, guys. Yeah. I'm not going to take up too much more time. So thanks for letting me talk. So
Thank you for your question. As after Argos.
Yo, I got a.
Is there any thought about like expanding storage eventually? Like
Honestly,
new bank or
I really thought about it, but we'll write it down and we'll.
Because I know
if
people
it doesn't
have
come out,
said
then
it.
it didn't happen. So let's just put it that way.
People already talked about like new banks and
Portable
new color,
banking.
whatever. But if there's any other way to create new storage, because right now we're just relying on alts, and I know there's gotta be a lot more items in the future. Also, yo, how hard is it to just put a guide changer, like around more fucking banks, bro?
It's like the thing is like the guide changer itself doesn't have a model. It's like a thing that you have to like put within like the map itself, like the map file. It's not like an MP, like it's not like the nano station where it's like an NPC and like you click on it and it's like it rotates with you, right? Like the model itself is literally just like within the game like map itself.
Yeah,
so
think Academy Jake.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Okay, so it's locked. It's locked to the like actual. Like,
yeah, we'd have to.
Yeah,
we'd have to edit the map itself, which
I don't think
you
that's
know,
willing to do. That's a lot of work.
yeah,
right now, at least.
It's not something we can do
Still
right
a good
now.
question, though. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
See you.
Okay. Well, and Drew.
All right. So my question is for both of you guys. My question is, do you guys have like a favorite model or item that you worked on?
I like the brain meteor. I like the brain meteor. That's my favorite so far.
Yeah, I have a favorite item.
I'm assuming it's not out. Perchance.
Thank you for your question.
I like the SpongeBob.
It's a good one. I like the SpongeBob.
I prefer Belladonna.
All right. Doodle, what's up?
Hello?
Do you have a question?
Yeah. So, is there any? Do you guys think you're gonna make crockpotting like any cheaper or easier?
No.
Yeah, sure.
That reminds me, what was that? Ninja, you probably remember. What was that idea that one dude kept pitching that made him rage into shutting the game down?
Crafting.
Crafting, yeah.
Well, we already got that one, bro. It's chill.
We got crafting?
We got
crafting. We already got crafting.
Alright, good. This game is not going anywhere, guys. That guy was safe with crafting.
Crafting. 5 years ago, by the way.
It was 2020 when the game shut down? I thought it was longer.
No, it was 2020.
It wasn't going to come out anyway, so it's like Mother 4.
No, that's SMI.
Both of them. I don't like the Great Will Tilt. The Great Will Tilt.
I mean, I have seen. Never mind. It's not worth talking about.
Yo, New, you had a question?
Fuck no.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you.
Alright, who else is?
Alright, I have a question.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, that's crazy.
Are you good?
Hi, King. What's your question?
Okay. Yeah, this comes from Uzi actually. Why the fuck is the fashion vendor so goddamn expensive? Like, holy shit, it's
All right, get off the
50,000.
stage.
Affordable banking, affordable fashion. What's with all these broke people?
Yeah, we're trying to build back better here. Come on, guys.
What's up, Roshi? What's your question?
Can you guys like get more music in the game? Like, where Mayor's at and Bubbles? Like, can get some bands going on? Like, want to listen to some Hex Girls, some Jabberjaws, you know?
Yeah,
play that
agree
shit. You
with
feel me?
Play some
Yo,
Kendrick
you feel
Lamar. Play some, play
give me
some
some
Katamari
Josie,
Damacy. You
Josie
are
and the
smart.
girl and the cats.
We
Come
don't-
on.
Listen to the Bloodhound Gang. You and me, baby.
We don't actually have any of those right now, but maybe one day in the future, right? Who knows?
All right. I like that.
Thank you for your question.
Of course. Get me out of here. Come on.
Yeah, Alfie, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Hey, we're back. Let's go.
Baron, feel this hook.
This is good timing because my question is also music related.
Okay.
So I started playing during the Halloween event and the Christmas event, which you guys did a great job on. But
Thank you.
I haven't been able to hear much of the original music since they've started. So I was wondering if in future events, if there's global music, if there. One of the few complaints I have with these great events. So yeah. Otherwise, thank you guys.
Thank you, Mr. Fearless Hook, for that. I did write it in dev chat for you. That was great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello,
Oh,
Matt Station again.
Hello.
After this, I gotta go.
just want. Oh, okay. So since you're talking about 2.0, is all of the quality, maybe not all of them, but is like most of the quality of life updates you guys want to do in this 2.0 update, or is there still going to be more throughout the year?
No more updates.
No more updates.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mark.
Yeah, you have to wait a whole nother year.
Okay, true. Fair. Okay. Also, just it was the Reptar mech in Paris, not the Reptar car.
Yeah, the mech and the crab mech. What I for Lord Lobster, I forgot.
Yeah. There won't be a Paris map. Us devs, we discussed if we should have Paris, but no Paris. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad the French don't deserve it. TBH.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, okay. So would okay. That's it. That's all I ask.
That was a good last question.
That's a great
now, Ninja, another one. What's your name? I forgot.
Alfie.
Alfie?
Dude.
All right, Alfie and Ninja. I've never met you before, Alfie. I'm sorry.
No worries,
but
man.
what are your questions for the community?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Ninja, you go first, bro.
What? I don't have anything to ask these. I don't have anything to ask them. What do you mean?
What? They're beneath you? Ask them
No,
a question.
I don't have. I don't
your
like
game.
like it's like the other way around. Like they're like I know everything. They don't. That's like what do you mean?
It's your turn.
Okay. What do you guys think of my textures? Huh? You guys ever look at those? Those are awesome. Hold on, I'll show you guys one. Let's see. Let me see if I got a good one.
That's glazing like usual.
Here, how about this one?
What the?
Why is it? Why is it like terrible?
Is that cat dog's texture?
Dude, that shit is fucking, bro.
We go into the game files right now. You'll see the deep from the boys in there.
Whose texture is that? Cat dog?
No, it's like a hat.
Oh.
Yo, J-Man, I heard you wanted to answer that question that Ninja has asked. Come on, get in here. You raised your hand. Get in here.
He's gone. Get him out. Get him out of here. Get all these muties out of here.
Bro, please, I'm doing my homework. Please stop. Please stop.
Bro,
please stop, please stop.
you raised your hand and
No,
you
I
wanted
didn't.
to answer Ninja's question, bro.
Yeah.
I think your textures are pretty cool.
See, we got one positive poly in here.
All right. Since everyone's glazing, I'll be truthful. I'll represent the people. Ninja, if I was in charge, my textures would be way better. I'll be real.
Wow, that's.
Damn.
You just gonna sit there and take that, Ninja?
Okay.
He knows it's true. I worked on Project N. I was the leader.
Worked on Project N. That's true.
We all saw the gameplay. Anyways, Alfie,
that gameplay
what's
was
your
so
question?
good. It was so good.
Has Alfie
my
seen the
question?
gameplay? Yeah.
I've not seen the gameplay. My question is, what is the gameplay for Project N? M?
It's a 10-second video, so I'll show you.
Yeah, just DM it to me.
Yeah, I'll DM it to you.
I have another question for the community. All right, guys. What are you guys most excited for that we have already showcased?
I like the
amazing.
The UI. I like the UI scaling. I have a 2K monitor. That's going to make things a little better.
Whoa. Pastel Punk says fashion NPC because I can afford it. Awesome. Amazing.
Banking.
Somebody with money.
We got real money moves up in here.
You're excited
Cheaper
for
bank.
marriage, Tenchi?
When are you guys adding an option to skip the future? That was a
Can't
joke
you already do
question,
that?
by the way.
Well, Cake will figure it out someday.
One day, Kick will do it. What the fuck is that? Fucking mur, dude.
What? What? Oh, wait. What did I send you?
What am I looking at?
That's Project N. What are you hating on?
Can you send it to me?
Clicked on it yet? It just says Bill Cosby on it.
Can you send it to me?
But I'm keeping Cass here.
Oh, okay, but Jordan's not able to be here.
It keeps the numbers at 4. You have to have that constant. Makes Kaz Joe Gatto because he's replaceable.
I want to share my whole screen. Come on,
bro. Mur.
Eric, you had another question?
Yo, who are you, bro?
What the fuck?
what kind of fucking question is that, bro?
No, deadass, bro. Who's Mur?
All right, are you guys? It's from Practical Jokers.
Oh,
Okay.
my fault.
Yeah.
All right, are you guys watching? Are you guys watching?
All right, guys. Watch that shit. Ninja
All right,
streaming that. What is?
This is Project N.
Zane, hold on. Let me unmute this stream. All right, if you guys were unaware, this is the showcase video for RetroBution 2.0. We were going to move in a different direction, and this is it. We are proud to show you guys what we've been working on for all these years.
Bro.
So there's SpongeBob.
Yo, there are zero good things about that.
Okay, listen. Mine. I was probably like 14 when this happened. Like this was 10 years ago.
You're just a hater.
Holy fuck, dude.
Snap White's in the background. It's not in this video, but you can.
You're a fucking hater.
But they were. I hope they're alive and fine. They did a good job in a week.
All right, someone who hasn't spoken yet, raise your hand if you want to ask a question.
So far, just Eli and Quinn Stone. What?
All right, I'm inviting both of you, I guess. All right, let's see. Quinn first.
Quinn. Your mic.
Didn't realize it was pushed to talk. My bad. Thanks for having me up here with my fourth favorite Joker, Mur.
What the fuck?
All right, so my question is, I'm getting real tired of typing in my password every time. Is there going to be a remember me option anytime soon?
You'll see tomorrow. Okay.
See tomorrow.
Time to. Okay.
Right, sorry, Juju. Sorry, Quinn.
Hey,
No more
guys.
questions.
No more questions. The Super Bowl's over. We get to fucking do this now.
You're screaming,
what about Project N?
Professional.
Sorry. All right. I love you all, and I apologize for I've made a continuous lapse to my judgment.
He actually did. Yeah.
Kaz, I'm moving you off.
Scale back a bit. All right.
Rowan, I'm gonna also move you off right now.
All right, we're gonna get you. We're gonna wait like 5 minutes just to let people fill in, just in case there's anyone else that needs to fill in. That's but it's ready. The video's ready. Everything's cool. So just we're gonna wait 5 minutes to let everyone come in. Leo's a speaker. My goat. My goat.
YCC. My goats.
Hello.
Does it cap at 100?
I don't know if it caps at 100.
No, it doesn't. No.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah.
So just again, we're waiting. We're letting 5 more minutes just to let people in, or 4 more minutes, I guess.
Hello, Lucas. My goats.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else from the team that hasn't like joined the voice thing?
Mer?
Yeah. What's gonna happen, bro?
Do we let Mer back on?
Yeah, it is time.
Yeah, this time. Okay.
Are we doing a Q&A after the reveal?
Yeah, we will be.
Okay, cool.
Um.
Let's see. Bro, so many people inviting, or what's it, requesting to speak.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Questions afterwards. I guess while we're waiting here, it was mentioned that people are wanting a remember me option as well as a way to recover your account. That's not in this trailer, but it is coming, so look forward to that.
All right, guys. I think just 2 more minutes. We'll let just last stragglers come in. All right. It's just gray. It doesn't even fucking, when I hover, it's not even there.
Oh, mine's fine.
I can hear you. It's fine.
Thank you, Leo.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Why is Jordan here?
Hi.
Everyone's here.
Why can't I be here?
This isn't a Smash Brothers reveal though.
Wait, I took off my headset for a sec. What happened?
Nothing you need to worry about, man. It was the wind.
That's the wind? Okay.
All right, it's about time, I think.
All right.
Let's do it.
All right.
It's gonna be exciting.
All right, I'm gonna test it out. If hopefully it's not gonna mess up here. It's just like everything was for naught.
That's confident from you, man.
I'm closing everything just in case I reveal something I'm not supposed to.
Yeah, I've also put your Discord on Do Not Disturb.
Yeah, I don't have notifications.
Okay. Put your Steam on Do Not Disturb or close out of it entirely.
Okay. All right, just making sure everything's here is good. Yep. All right, let's see.
Oh, here we go, guys. Everybody tune in the Radio Rave stream.
Can you guys see it?
Yeah.
Yep.
You guys able to see this in chat?
Like we said, this will also be on YouTube afterwards, so if you want to watch it there, it'll be available.
Just movement, just like movement. Is it responsive?
Yeah, it's good.
Yes, it is.
All right, ready?
We're ready.
No spoilers.
All right, let's go. Hello, everybody. My name is Radio Rave. I'm a developer for RetroBution, and I'll be the main presenter for this video. Today, I'll be giving you guys an extended look at our upcoming version 2.0 update. This is our first in-game update to use version numbers, hence the 2.0, and that'll be the standard going forward. This update is mainly built around the addition of new quality of life, as well as changes to improve the game and ultimately transition RetroBution into an exciting new era. Without further ado, let's start with some changes regarding how you get around the game world. Monkey Skyway Agent, among the most iconic NPCs in Fusion Fall. As our tech improves, so does the ability to update cells of certain NPCs. You may notice their visors, and most transparent materials in the game for that matter, look black when facing away from light. This isn't really befitting for glass, and in this instance, doesn't match the shade of pink used for these visors in the promotional artwork. Due to that, we've adjusted these visors in version 2.0 to fix those issues. You can expect similar changes to other glass materials like this to be rolled out over time. These jetpack flames are noticeably transparent, and depending on the angle, it may seem like they aren't even there. In order to make them fiery and brighter, edits have also been made to them. These changes also apply to the agent that flies you to your destination. But is there anything being added to the Monkey Skyways? Well, let's take a look. Introducing Turbo Travel. This is a brand new feature developed by the team that we're incredibly excited to show you. Mojo Jojo decided that the current Skyway wasn't cutting it, so this feature allows you to pay 2 times the cost for 2 times the speed while riding Monkey Skyways. With this, the time it takes to travel around the game world will be significantly shorter. And you'll be getting much more bang for your buck while spending on Monkey Skyway flights. To use Turbo Travel, all you have to do is click this new checkbox at the bottom of the Monkey Skyway UI. The prices will automatically adjust, and all you have to do is purchase your flight. The Skyway now services 8 entirely new routes. You'll be able to fly between City Point and Ensville, City Station and Townsville Park, Tech Square and Mojo's Volcano, and finally, Hills Bluff and Nowhere. We hope these changes help provide a better Monkey Skyway experience. That's it from me. I'll be handing it off to Cake Lancelot now to talk about some optimizations coming to the game.
Hello everyone, I'm Cake, the project lead of RetroBution. I'm here to go over some of the performance optimizations that we're introducing in the 2.0 update. Just a quick disclaimer, all testing was done with the new OpenFusion launcher, which supports an uncapped frame rate. As it stands currently, the RetroBution client cannot go above 65 frames per second, but we're looking into fixing this in a future update. With that out of the way, let's dive in. One of the most infamous lag creators are actually NPCs. If there are enough of them in one place, your game is bound to slow down. But why is that? Given the limited set of tools that we have at our disposal, my initial assumption was that the amount of character models being drawn on screen was the culprit. With that assumption in mind, I made a tweak to the game where the render distance of NPCs would be reduced if there were a lot of them. However, when we shipped the 1.9 update with this tweak applied, the Ice Spire was still a pretty choppy experience, so what's going on? Well, it turns out that even if you can't see NPC, a lot is still happening under the hood. Every frame, each NPC is doing 2 checks, one to see if there's ground below it, and one to see if there's something in front of it. This can get quite sluggish if there are several hundred NPCs in one map square. One easy optimization is to not do these checks if the NPC has come to a complete stop. Another cause for concern is the frequency of these checks. Does it really need to be done every single frame, potentially hundreds of times per second? As it turns out, no, not really. So we've introduced a distance-based system. NPCs that are further away will update less often, along with NPCs that you are currently not looking at. With these 2 changes, the Ice Spire goes from a nearly unplayable 25 FPS to a pretty smooth 80 plus FPS on my computer. Though our NPC problem is solved, right? Not so fast. We turn on the floating display for NPC names. Suddenly our frame rate is cut in half. What's the deal? Remember those checks that the NPC was doing? A very similar thing happens with the floating name display. every frame, the game will check if there's a clear path from your point of view to the NPC, and if there are any obstructions, it won't draw the NPC's name. This is also quite inefficient, even in the ancient version of Unity that FusionFall uses. It knows if an object is visible or not. So let's hook into that functionality and not do this obstruction check if the NPC isn't in our view cone. Much better. Now floating names only takes a few frames off our total FPS rather than having it. The last thing I looked into was the stuttering that's present when loading new areas. As it turns out, the game was cleaning up used assets on every area change, which, as you can probably guess, caused lag spikes. This made sense when the game came out, but with an overwhelming majority of computers having at least 8 GB of memory at their disposal, it isn't really needed anymore. We've removed the cleanup on area change, and tweaked how asset cleanup works in other parts of the game. We hope that these changes will improve your gameplay experience, and as always, we'll be monitoring feedback to make further tweaks as necessary. Enjoy!
Hey guys, Alfie here. As a lifelong MMO player, I've grown accustomed to older games being modernized over time. FusionFall should not be any different. Let's take a peek at the upcoming changes with RetroBution version 2.0. Let's talk about inventory management. We've fixed the scroll bars and you'll now be in your inventory. This change is universal and will apply to any other menus that have scroll bars. Right-clicking will now move items between your bank and your inventory, just like quick selling at a vendor. Recently, we introduced a click and drag change for map. We added the names of the map squares. Not only has this been fixed, but we've also added a mission finder to the map. You'll now be able to see missions around the world that you have yet to complete. Previously, map icons were limited to a certain range in the My View tab, but with this update, we've uncapped the range and all icons will be visible from anywhere on the map. Have you noticed it yet? We finally fixed GUI scaling. This long-requested feature will now allow you to play on most aspect ratios and widescreen resolutions. You will be able to toggle this on and off, just in case you prefer the scale it had before. We will be increasing the amount of items you can buy back from 5 to 15. Hopefully, this will reduce the chance of you selling your valuables by accident. Thank you all for listening to me yap about making your gameplay experience better. For all the changes, please take a look at the full patch notes once the update releases. Radio is actually screaming in my ear to shut up, so I'm going to totally willingly let him speak now.
Hey everybody, did you miss me? We'll be capping off today's video with a section of upcoming changes surrounding nanos. First off, we'd like to clarify some things about our plans for new nanos. We have no specifics to share today regarding new nanos coming to the game, but we'd like to share what players can expect in terms of how they'll be able to acquire new nanos. There's already a system in-game for getting a nano by leveling up and through missions given by NPCs. Although we have intentions to expand the level cap, it's not something that'll be happening soon, and as such, we've removed Flapjack, Johnny Bravo, and the 2 other unmarked slots present at the end of the nano book. Don't fret, we still have intentions of adding these nanos, we just want to give players a better idea of what to expect. For now, we'll primarily be adding nanos through New World nano missions. However, that won't be the only way players can receive nanos. We intend to have nano capsules, which you may remember as items you can use from your inventory to receive a nano, returned from Academy. You won't be gaining them through codes this time around. Instead, there'll be rewards for things such as races, bosses, and even events. Nano capsules received through events will receive a more permanent way to get them eventually though. With that established, let's move on to the actual changes. We're here in the nano station to discuss something pretty important, powers. Most importantly, their distribution. It can be quite annoying to earn a new nano and realize that what you can actually do with them is limited due to them having 2 of the same type of power. We've decided that in order to better balance out nano powers throughout the game, and make sure each nano has 3 unique options, to swap some of the powers between nanos. Starting with Swampfire, he's quite infamous for having 2 sleeps. Well, no more. We've swapped one of his sleeps for Utonium's Drain Point. Another nano infamous for having 2 sleeps is Magus. He too has had one of his sleeps swapped, and he'll be receiving Courage's Drain Point. Finally, Wilt had 2 snares and Didi had 2 damages. They now have a snare and damage each after swapping. Next, Recall Self has been given a new icon to better represent the power. It's also been renamed to just Recall. You may be wondering what this means for Recall Group. Exiting our inventory, you'll see number 2 now has an icon similar to Recall's old one. Let's see what he can do. That's right, everybody. Dash is back. In version 2.0, Dash will be replacing Recall Group, affecting Number 2, Hex, and Vilgax. Unlike Academy, this Dash is steerable and gives you 1.5 seconds of invincibility frames. It has the same cooldown and takes the same amount of stamina as Rocket. That's all we have for you today. We hope you're excited to be dashing into the future with us.
Yo, round of applause to the RetroBution team and for Radio putting this video together after he announced it.
That's a joke.
It's a joke, by the way.
All right. Is it my turn to start, or are we waiting on?
You.
Okay.
We let you in.
Okay, just want to make sure. So I have a lot to process, but I'm curious about the nanos mentioned in capsules by races. Does that imply? I know it's a little bit early to be imagining how many nanos would be achieved through this, but would that imply that there could be a new nano per infected zone?
No, we're definitely not. We're realistic, right? We want to do something fun, but it's not something that'll be for every infected zone. It's not something at all. It's just a way that we wanted to clarify these right now, so that going forward, that players already know what to expect for it. But we definitely not all infected zones. It's just a fun thing that we want to sort of prepare players for in the future.
Gotcha.
It's kind of like if there's some that we want to add to like a specific place is going to be there. Maybe not, but maybe it will. So like if one character doesn't fit anywhere and we want that character to have like a nano, like by a lot, they're going to go there.
But yeah, just wanted to make sure because I know there's most likely going to be people like, oh, imagine if we get a nano for every infected zone.
Yeah, definitely not. Well, thank you for your question.
Thank you.
Do I disconnect him now?
I can. There's a button now.
Move to audience, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bye-bye.
All right, let's get getting J-Man in here. J-Man.
Alright. I saw an animate or a question regarding the sitting down and laying down.
Juju is in the call right now.
Yeah, Juju's in the call.
So just to let you guys know, we're investigating why it causes crashes. And if we happen to resolve that, then we will re-enable it. But for the time being, it's going to stay disabled until we just kind of get it figured out. All right. Sorry. Go right ahead.
I just want to say thank you for your team, the Open Fusion team,
the one thing that about the guide vendors that I wasn't a fan of in Retro is that you don't necessarily need to do the missions to just go and buy the item, right? So I intend to bring it back in a way where you'll need to complete the mission, but you can still buy back the items if you happen to lose them.
Yeah, I can see that.
So that's the plan for that. For Scampers, we do not have any changes planned at this time.
All right, thank you.
But we might look into maybe adding a route if it needs it. But yeah, at this time, no plans.
All right.
Yeah, and then all right.
Great question.
Thank you. Yep. Let's see who. Hello?
Yeah, everyone, if you guys have a question, please
raise your hand.
Function.
Request to speak.
Yeah, request to speak, and I'll click on somebody on the list.
All right, Jordan's in.
Here, we got Jordan. Okay.
All right. So, of the changes, and this will have a different answer depending on what each person's specialty is. But of the new additions, which one would you say has taken the most effort to get working properly, seamlessly, and there's obviously going to be multiple answers, and I'm interested in all of them.
That's a broad question.
A lot of changes have their own specific difficulties, and I think so. It's very hard to kind of say. Is Cake? Are you here, or is he's muted right now?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Would you like to? Because you did a lot of the programming work client side, so I'm interested to see what you have to say, what you think personally.
Mm-hmm. So I would say these.
Overextend my time.
Oh, no worries.
No worries. Good questions. Thank you.
Hell yeah, no problem.
I did invite Kaz up here. Kaz had a question, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Kaz.
So, what's up, guys? So I heard in the video you mentioned the nanos will start dropping from like bosses and like race reward, right?
In the future, we'll be implementing some nano capsules that drop from bosses and races. Yeah.
Right. Now I'm wondering like if they're farmable again and again, what happens when you get multiple nanos?
So with how the functionality in the game works, you'll most likely be more like it'll be either one of two things. Basically, you'll get an error message saying no, or you'll get a free power change. Essentially.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just
Basically.
get one and you're done, right?
Yeah, you can't. Oh, the most you can do with this, like, I mean, we're currently at this. Things are subject to change, but currently at this point in development, we're planning to make the capsules tradable as well. So that's so
Okay.
that people have abilities to get them if they cannot do the races.
Okay, yo, that makes sense. Wait, so is every recall replaced by dash now, or
Recall group. Every recall group is
Okay.
recall self still exists.
That's very
Gotcha,
fun
gotcha.
because number
That's pretty
two,
cool.
it's like the second nano that you get, and he already has that, which is perfect. Yeah, that's fine.
Dash level 2.
Cool. Well, that was it. That was my question. Thank you, guys.
All right.
Thank you.
Kaz. Let's see. All right, I'll invite Mav Station up. Hello, Mav.
Hello. Hello. Okay. So, what was with the implementation of that? It's interesting. Would you sorry, let me get my question because you somewhat answered my previous question. I was trying to think of a new one. The implementation of Dash, would you be in? Are there maybe not right this second, but could there be plans in the future for maybe seeing Glide as a nano power as well?
Currently at this moment, no, we have no intentions of Glide. We don't really see another power that we'd rather. In a lot of cases, we'd rather improve upon powers that already exist in this game than rather add new ones. This is kind of a special case since we felt like Recall Group was not really there's no really direction. Yeah, there's no really direction we can go with it in terms of improving it, and we'd like to. It just felt right to remove it, but for the most part, no. We have at this point in time we have no any other intentions to add any more new now powers. We'll be focusing on changing and upgrading the existing now powers.
Fair enough. Perfect. Thank you.
No problem. All right. Who else? Anyone else want to pick one?
Sure, I'll pick one here. All right, Lone Swordsman.
Hello.
About the new Monkey
Oh, you're kind of quiet there.
Just type it, Lone.
Well, like, hey, Owensville to City Point. Is that a new route?
Lone, you sound like you're in a submarine, my boy. Please type it. It does sound like there's like a sonar.
Yeah, there's a sonar in the background, bro. I swear to God, I heard a sonar.
But I think his question was regarding the Monkey Skyway routes.
Yeah.
One of the routes. If you could type that out just so we can kind of better
Like
answer.
picking you up from another planet. Like this is crazy.
New routes from Ennsville. So there's a point. So a part of the video we said that there's going to be some new Monkey Skyway routes. So yeah, you'll be able to fly from Ennsville and City Point to Ennsville, City Station to Townsville Park to City Station, Mojo's Volcano to Tech Square to Mojo's Volcano, and Devil's Bluff to Nowhere and Nowhere to Devil's Bluff. So yeah, those are going to be the 8 new routes added in this update.
No problem.
All right, so I saw another question here, just in the text chat. You can turbo any Monkey Skyway route.
Yeah,
So
there's not any turbo exclusive.
Yeah, there's no restrictions on that. Any route that you want, you can speed it up if you have the Taros for it.
Yep. Okay, let's see. Fallen drone. Fallen drone.
Hello. My question is, I'm curious what each of your guys. Well, I'm curious in general what was like your guys' favorite thing to work on for this update.
That. I mean, I guess everyone can go around a bit. I don't think we can talk about everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, some stuff is still yet to be revealed.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough.
Mm-hmm. I feel like I kind of answered it already. I do like working on the optimizations. It's maybe not the most glamorous work, but it makes the game feel a whole lot better.
It was fun. It was fun. It's kind of like a puzzle.
Yeah, in a way.
Yeah. For me, it's kind of hard. I think the stuff I was mostly involved with, I mean, I don't know. I think most of the work was done by other people, and I'm just really excited for it. The stuff that I primarily do, I think, I mean, I'm pretty happy to be like involved in all of this, I'd say. But I don't know if there's something outright. We all work on stuff together typically in some way, or certain members. So it's oh, you know what? I do have something. I think there was an item that was in the trailer. I don't think anyone saw it that I animated, and I think that's what that's what I had the most fun working on for sure. New item this update.
I had fun developing the update. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're supposed to say what? What part of it?
Yeah, what about it?
It's kind of like a mom, just like all the children, and doesn't have a favorite.
Don't worry about it.
Hey, preferably if you guys have like questions in text chat, you would still raise your hand. But I would try to just quick. Well, Fondro, was that all your questions?
Yeah, that's good.
All right. Let's just quick. What, Alfie?
Sorry, I saw that Wise wanted to type a question.
Yeah,
I
just.
think he had something going on in the background noise, so he couldn't talk.
Well, yeah, no, just even if you're muted, just please, just so it's a bit more, like.
Get up here, Wise.
Even like you don't have to speak. You really don't have to speak. Just type it in text, but at least raise your hand and we'll go through it so we can go through the list and make sure we get everybody.
Yeah,
if you could.
We'll get someone else up here first, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's go down the list. Looks like it's Baron Fiddleshook. Hello.
Hi. So yeah, that was a really exciting reveal, and I have so many questions, but I'm just gonna ask one. So as you guys know, there's pretty large disparity in terms of content for the infected zones. So when this new content for the infected zones comes in the distant future, how will you choose where to implement it? Because I'm hoping that some forgotten infected zones like Jungle Training Area or Handy Baba Ruins will be prioritized so they get some time in the spotlight.
So for the racing update, just generally that'll be the update that adds all the racing items to the infected zones. That's mainly how we're going to incentivize people, just like a bunch of new items that you can earn from the infected zones. I can't say it's going to be 100% equal, but I think there'll be enough for sure to keep people engaged. And in terms of the nanos that we mentioned, I think we can still you shouldn't expect it very soon. Making a nano is a lot of resources, a lot of time, and because of that, we usually the reasons we usually make a nano is for something else, such as missions, like in the intent to give it a mission. So, but we do have already some sort of we are looking to do racing nanos in the future, but those won't be the main way we incentivize people to do races.
Gotcha.
Did that
It's
answer your
worth
question?
mentioning we will also be looking into the balancing of fusion matter that you get from races as well.
Yes,
as
yes,
an
that too.
incentive.
I also
Be
love
a
those
race
infected
only
zones,
character
so-
in the future.
Yeah. Is
Yeah.
that your questions?
Just one quick clarification, if that's okay.
Go for it.
Will the group recall voice lines be used for Dash? Because it would be kind of sad if they just didn't say anything.
Yeah, of course. We checked all the voice lines, made sure they fit. We didn't make this decision lightly. We went through. We made sure that the existing instances of recall group voice lines and every animations all fit the characters. We recontextualized the powers as well. Each one of them has been the names are the same, but the descriptions have been recontextualized to make it fit Dash. So things will feel seamless in game.
Yeah, the only one that was felt a little funny was like Hex's one, right? Yeah, as far as I remember. Yeah,
Kind of, but not really.
Yeah,
It was
but
like
it wasn't that, like,
magically
that big of a
pushes you
deal.
forward.
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah.
Yeah, it works. It works. I like all of how all of them work. I think all the voice lines fit.
Well, it sounds really exciting, so thank you all for all your hard work. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
All right. Let's see who. I'll go. Hello, Hammerman. What's your question?
Sorry, I missed the video, so I really have no idea what was revealed. But are there any plans to finish the Time Squad update?
That's a tricky thing. I feel like
It's a
you don't
heavy
really
question.
like heavy question. I think there's
Yeah,
a lot
sorry,
of
I didn't mean to spring it like that,
complications. There's a lot of complicated. We can't really. I'm gonna just be so for real. We can't really answer that question for kind of like a larger picture behind this.
Oh, okay. You know, all
It's
right.
like we don't really. It's not slated, not in the plans because of a larger reasonings that we can't really explain. But it's not planned. No.
Oh, sweet. All right, absolutely. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
And I'll go ahead and mention again, we will be putting this video up on YouTube, so you'll be able to watch and pixel peep and do whatever.
Yeah, and you guys can listen to my annoying voice over and over again.
All right. Hello,
guys.
Spider
How's it
Monkey Man.
Hello. See, someone else already did my question of the voice lines. My question is this: when do we expect this update to be released?
Cake, do you want to take this one?
Very soon.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
No words, ominous.
We don't like giving specific dates.
Than you think.
Yeah, sooner than you think, but we don't like giving specific dates.
Okay, fair enough. See, someone else already took my voice line question.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good question to get out there. I'm sure people are wondering about it.
I know, because otherwise some of the voice lines will make no sense.
Is that all your questions?
Yeah, alright, see you guys. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, because...
All right. If you have any questions, by the way, you think of afterwards, feel free to put that in the text channel, and if you have some spare time, we'll be sure to answer those as well.
Yeah, just ping us in general or something.
I do see a quick question from Jaden Wolfman. Star or Cake? Do you guys want to take that one?
Where is this?
At least
Okay,
the first
so-
private version.
So I'll go ahead and read this out.
Yeah, that's fair.
How hard is it to add new maps or new maps and enemies to the game? Also, okay, well, I'll answer this first one first.
Yeah.
So, enemies are definitely the easier one, I would say. Map squares, we're still kind of working on that. Even just adding new things to existing map squares is still something we're working on.
Yeah.
It's possible, but
Yeah.
we don't have good tooling set up for it yet.
Yeah, we
I
have a
would say.
direction. We have a direction, but like we didn't fiddle enough with that because there's most things that are more in the priority than that specifically thing.
It'll get more work as time goes by, and we'll hopefully be able to introduce new areas. But on the short term, on the short term, it's still kind of in its early stages. So next thing is would fusion themed drops work? Like killing monsters, you could get a weapon or an armor piece related to their fusion. It's a cool idea. I'd say we could look into that for sure because there are definitely honestly I love the monster designs in this game. There are a lot of cool ones, so I feel like we could definitely add a few. But, it wasn't. Would they work? Yeah. Yes, it should work.
It would work.
If you mean like the fusion material, right? Like how like the fusions have kind of like a different look than normal characters, then yes, we could incorporate that into an item.
Yeah, it should work.
Quickly, I'm gonna answer this question, chat. Linke, if that's your name. I'm not sure what you mean by items that are no longer available in the game, but we have intentions to return most of the items that are currently unavailable. So yeah, that's from Retro, definitely all the items from Retro. Yeah.
Alternative to the Scamper and the Monkey Skyway to get around the kind of the suburbs and downtown. The stop distance, or not the stop time. Yeah, the stop time. Sorry. So basically, the slider, whenever it comes to a station, it stops for a bit. That's going to be halved. But the upshot to that is that since the sliders are faster, there will be a new slider. Like if you miss the last one, there will be a new one right around the corner, pretty much. Yeah, it's kind of what we would want to try to do there.
So eventually there will not be more in-game lag from this.
Yeah, no, that's not how that works. There'll be no lag for like additional lag from it.
No, there shouldn't be. And then also another thing is the sliders stopping. They actually should stop, but we discovered when we were working on this that was actually broken. So we fixed that in this update as well. So they now stop at each station, so you can hop on the slider more easily.
Yeah. Stala, we've discussed a new recall. We have several concepts, I guess, in mind. There's been no sort of set direction for us to take a new recall in. It's definitely not happening this update. Hopefully in the future it's something that we could get around to, but there's no guarantees. But we'd like to make every nano power as like good as possible to let's go back to the hand list real quick. Don't want people sort of go to all right.
Sorry, I've been waiting a little bit. This is actually in regards to so in the video, Cake mentioned he is the project lead. I feel like a lot of people are curious. Is Jade no longer associated with the project, and is she okay?
No, Jade is fine. Okay. It's just she's been very busy as of late, and we've been wanting to push for a lot more content, and, she's just not available at this time.
Gotcha.
So, because of that, I'm currently the project lead going forward, and hopefully because of that, we'll be able to push some more content out to you guys.
To reiterate, though, she is okay.
Jade is fine. She's
fine.
She still checks in occasionally, but is very busy in real life currently.
Yeah, I get that feeling. So, and I did have one other thing. I think this was answered already, but in regards to Dash, does it work differently than it does in the original game?
Yeah. You know what? Let's I think I can demonstrate this just to clear up all sort of.
Watch out.
If you could pull up the video.
I'm gonna share my screen just to sort of clear up. So look, with Dash, can everyone see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
So the difference is that it goes in the direction of your camera now. It's not something that you can sort of it's not the direction you're moving. It's the direction your camera's facing. So,
is that a new noise?
No, that's the same recall noise. We didn't change any sound effects. Next thing, the trail. The trail is actually was an Unity animation effect it was in this animation, this unused animation. I think it's called stick dodge.
Yep.
Or it's one of those. No, the upper one's stick dodge, and then the bottom's rifle dash. So essentially, early on, at some point in the development of the game, they had intended for a system that would let you like sort of prioritize certain weapon types and gain special abilities, and a part of that was like a dash, I believe, for certain ones. And because of that, we basically reutilized those animations. And actually, those animation parts, that sort of same animation set, was also used for Academy's dash. We just kind of took from different ones, and it just so happened that this one had an animation effect sort of built into it for this trail.
Yeah, Raider didn't show jumping yet, but like it has like a different like animation when you jump as well.
Yeah, so
Yeah, the smoke only when you're on the ground.
Which is
I don't know about this yet. Kaz asks if the dash breaks you out of stun.
No.
No.
No,
It does not. No.
that's fun, but no.
Can you chain dash and rocket to get mad distance? Yes.
Yes.
Look at that.
It's just how like old dash used to work. Same
Yeah,
as-
so actually, I can.
Not exactly, but
Not
it's
exactly, but similar.
Whoa!
Whoa.
That's not.
Hey.
I thought that had to say, whoa!
Okay, if I get. Who do I have run on? I don't think I have run on anyone.
Mad distance zooms through half the map.
Let me do what number is. I'll do like Vilgax. So just like a demonstration of sort of how this is gonna, like the distance you can maybe expect from dash. So it's like, this is like with just run. I think it's better with the jump if I recall correctly. So if I get bubbles out and then change her to jump real quick. Combo, that's a good point. I can't open my inventory though, so.
Bro did not empty his
Nice
inventory.
Nice try. No, that wasn't intentional.
Good.
I was wondering why you weren't just going in there, yeah.
Yeah, it's like.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah.
Basically, like, look at this.
Look at that.
At some point, you guys might have to do some balance changes with.
We'll see.
We'll see. It's a good question, though. We'll see.
That's a good question. We have sort of in mind sort of what we might have to buff nerf about it, depending on sort of how players find to do with it.
Yeah,
but
like for what it counts, that is basically just doing the races, right? Because you need to collect the little collectibles. You basically you're kind of restrained to do the path. So like,
yeah,
that
also the
doesn't
timer.
really do much. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's definitely some restriction already in racing.
Yeah, you do have to give up one of the nanos that you usually take for racing, right?
Yeah.
You have to give up rocket or run or jump.
Yeah.
That's kind of one sort of way in which it's balanced, but we'll be looking at kind of what people do with the new power, and we'll be adjusting accordingly.
Yeah. Just to clarify, I saw something. Yeah, no voice line changes were done for the nanos. Nothing. No voice lines were only thing that was changed was that one wire's lines from his ability got swapped so that the drain point could fit better. That's the only thing. Just a voice line swap between two powers and the descriptions, obviously, like Lucas said. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So that's the big. Just answering that. Oh yeah, Kaz pointed it out. This is the item I animated for this update. This is Leaky Lake Leech.
Oh. I thought it was a parrot for a second. I was like,
"This is
man."
No.
That's insane. I think I can look up like Leaky Lake the episode. It's on my other monitor. So
yeah,
is this gonna be one of the
somewhere? Did you want me to find it?
I mean, I can.
Bro, what kind of parrot do you have there?
I take it this is one of the fashion vendor items we can expect.
No.
Oh, okay.
Here's the.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, this is from an episode of Laszlo.
Yeah, he has it.
It's actually the model was actually unused from Academy, but we retextured and animated it for this update.
No, by the way.
Gotcha. Thank you, Star. The icon. I'm not opening my fucking inventory. I'm not opening my inventory.
Please log off. Good God.
Video game.
Is there anything else people need to verify about that?
You can show like the UI scaling or something.
They want to see your They want to see your inventory.
This is UI scaling. Me don't like the game without UI scaling anymore.
If you,
I was a bug actually.
Can you show UI scale in backpack? No. No.
Actually,
if
there
you want to
was
do it in the backpack, go to character.
there was this bug I found. If you hold U and I at the same time. Yeah, I'm trying to get you to open the inventory.
Bro, you're showing Visual Studio.
King, I'm getting you off the stage.
You guys, it's a fucking Visual Studio, man. What do you want? Everything here is a ticking time bomb.
Holy shit. All right.
Okay, so yeah, if I I can show it here. So
Tinker, we're uploading it then.
This is the
Yeah, that's me, by the way. Fun fact,
This
I
is
did not record
unscaled.
my part. This is all radio.
This is a scaled, so you can actually see the icons and mesh like high quality now.
So nice.
Yeah.
And to be clear, this effect is even better if you have a 4K.
Yeah,
On
even
the 4K
better.
monitor, it's minuscule, but this makes it
Yeah.
much better.
This is 1080p reference.
One thing I want to point out using you might have been annoyed because like in your inventory or other full screen UI, the texture in the background would not cover the whole screen. With UI scaling, that problem is solved since everything scales up.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
So I'm noticing some people weren't here. Do we want to rerun the video? Maybe.
Could rerun the video, but it's up to you.
Let's rerun the video. I say rerun the video.
Just upload it. We can just
No, the upload's gonna take like, dude,
It's not gonna be now.
It's gonna take like 20 minutes at least, right?
Oh, man.
Like,
taking
not 20 minutes, pal. I can try. You know
more
what?
than that?
Let's see how much the upload's gonna take real quick.
Okay,
We have
well,
4 people in the
actually,
question.
you know what, radio.
First.
Right, yeah, stop the
Yeah.
stream and then just upload it to me. Right?
I thought
how
we
we
couldn't.
how we were gonna do it before, and
Oh,
I'll put it
okay.
on YouTube.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. We keep doing the Q&A?
We can keep.
Yeah, let's do
Wow.
Q&A as long as we want.
everybody.
We still got some more questions, or
Yeah.
I can be here for a couple more minutes.
Five people wants to ask stuff.
Let's go through the list. Get everyone out. Let's Does Jordan have a question, or is he just trying to rejoin?
I think you just can.
I'm just not gonna. Just to be safe, I'm not gonna be. Oh, who accepted it?
Hi, I just wanted to rejoin.
Oh my God, get him out of here.
All right, Zach.
At least he's honest.
That's so mean.
Hello, Zach. What's your question again?
Yo, thank you. I have a few, but I'll stick with one if you want me to stick with one.
It's just say them, man. Say
I
as
got
many.
All right, so
We'll cut you off if we need to.
yeah. So talking about nanos and races, are you gonna have those like themed around them, like Sticky Beard at the Sweet Revenge, Giant Bravo, Bravo Beach, and Father at Peach Creek Estates?
Like in terms of theming, we'll look to see if we can make them. Yeah, they'll be themed. They'll be themed to around. In some way, we want to try to tie them in.
Nice. So two things I have with UI. Firstly, so at the player select screen, some people, like some of my homies, they started on a character, didn't want to play that person, started a new one. Would you be able to reorder those characters in your character select screen?
I don't believe so. I did. That's more a question for Cake, to be honest. But I would say that's pretty infeasible for us to add.
No problem.
It's pretty complicated
I
for
got it.
like yeah. You think it would be minor, but that would require some pretty big rewrites. Unfortunately, doesn't mean we won't do it, but it's not at the top of our list. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just one more question. So with player camera, a lot of the time, it's just going to be your character's going to look straight forward. And y'all did the the combat lock. Would you be able to do something similar with that to allow people to look freely as they're moving?
That exists in the game, as existed for 16 years. Control. Hold down control while moving the camera.
You know, I appreciate this. This is a great time to learn with 60 people. I appreciate all y'all. I was really asking for the people who didn't know.
You know, been in the game for 16 years, almost 2 decades.
Bro, need to chill.
You guys have a great night. I'll leave the stage.
You
didn't need to. You didn't need to rub it in that hard, man.
All right, Adam, let's really did it in the video demonstration, but we're not going to talk about it.
We invited Admiral, right? I don't think Admiral's here.
Yeah, but he's here. All right, what's your question, Admiral?
If you want, you can type it or you can speak it. It's fine. Either one.
Yeah, either one's okay.
Either way.
Jade.
Oh, for Admiral's question, yes. Jade can return at any time. You know, she's like I said, she's still keeping in touch with the team, seeing what we're doing and whatnot. But yeah, just at any point, if she wants to return, we will welcome her with open arms. But for the time being, she's just been busy.
Yeah, I will say though that at this point, I think the with Cake's shift to as project lead, so as a lot of sort of the internals of like how we push out updates, how we get things out. So that won't be changing hopefully with Jade. Even if Jade returns, I think we'll be continuing on as we have, or as we are right now, and as you've seen in the past few updates.
Yeah, with Cake taking over, we were able to really quickly adopt a lot of the new tech that the Open Fusion team has been working on. So,
all right. My question is, with the whole addition of the dashing thing, right? I'm assuming is this kind of be building up to the racing update eventually? I'm assuming, or is this more like thing that you just wanted to add for the sake of just difference?
We did sort of it wasn't the decision was not made to add dash with the racing up with building up to the racing update in mind. However, it did become sort of a thing where we want to introduce this earlier as opposed to waiting for it to be added later, so that people can sort of get used to it. We can work off the kinks with it, and sort of so that when we do push racing content, that dash will be in the state that it needs to be for racing, for it to be the most enjoyable.
Yeah. It was kind of a happy coincidence.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Is that it?
Sorry?
Is that good? Were you having more questions? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's Grim's next. Let's get Grim in here.
Hi, Grim. What's your question?
Oh shit, I was muted. My bad. So I have a question about the fashion vendor.
Oh, go for it.
Will you guys be updating that like the fashion he sells? Will you guys be updating it like on every update type shit, or like is it just like a one update? That's
I
it.
don't actually know about.
It'll be over time, but not every. Yeah, like Alfie said, it's not guaranteed to be every update, but we will be adding more over time. An under the hood change that we did not talk about for this in this video is that we've actually increased the amount that a vendor can hold and like amount of items it can sell. It was originally 20 was the cap. It's now 50. So we're going to be trying to utilize that in the future. So that, but yeah, over time the fashion vendor will be getting more, but not every update. It's not guaranteed to be every update.
Okay. Appreciate it.
No problem. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, the size of the vendor list has gone from 20 to 50, and the buyback has gone from 5 to 15.
Yep.
Just to clarify that.
Kaz, getting Kaz in here. What's yours? Another question, Kaz.
Yo. Well, actually, like, I was gonna ask something else, but I asked this now. Is that the limit for the buyback, or is that like a set price by you guys?
You guys once did an event where you used 3 different teams and using the swords, and then whoever killed the most enemies got a reward, right?
Yeah.
Do you think you could ever do something like that, but actually like, whether it be like an area specifically for it, or, you know, maybe it's just a timed event. Do you think you could ever bring something like that back permanently in a way?
I don't think it's with a specific area, no, but we've discussed, it's been brought up like sort of from time to time in passing that it'd be something cool we'd like to do again, but we haven't really seen the opportunity or like a time that we really want to do it. We've been prioritizing other stuff, and usually events for like sort of events like that, there's usually like there's a lot of effort that goes into sort of making that up and running that we'd like to put elsewhere typically for the most part.
Okay. Because that was something I was curious about.
Mm.
All right. That's all.
Yep, no problem.
All right.
Oh,
I think we're going to
one
get a
more
few more
question.
questions.
One more question.
Go ahead. Yep.
Vehicles. Do you think you guys could make it any permanent vehicles into the game, or anything that could allow us to repurchase a vehicle and extend the time period, like let's say 30 days and it's 50,000 euros? Is there a way you could do it so that if you purchase it again, it just extends the same vehicle's time?
Well, so I don't think about extending time, but something that we wanted to maybe discuss in this video, but we decided to cut from it was we do have intentions of reworking DX vehicles a bit, not into making permanent though.
Okay.
But Cake, if you, yeah, I think that kind of wraps it up. Cake, the video uploaded by the way to the thing.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'll be sure to put that on YouTube in a second.
Yep.
So I think we'll get a few more questions in. Maybe,
Let's get everyone that's in the queue right now.
2 or 3, get the people in the queue, and then we'll re-air the video.
Yeah, I stopped the. You should not be able to request anymore, so we're cutting it off here.
Okay, so
Just,
Tim says he doesn't know how to raise his hand. Do we want to let him in?
Move Tim in. Yeah, that's
Just, or you can just type it.
Yeah.
All right, we got Fleet Admiral here. What's your question?
So, like you guys did with this event with the Ice King, where you had all the banks in one area, would we be able to get that in every other area? Because each person has, some people don't own like all the different banks. They only have a specific one that's in a specific place. Would you be able to do that for like other places instead of just at events?
I think we'd like it to not be like for that to only be an event thing, because there has to be a sort of a reason to go to these hubs, and we think that there's incentive to go to these hubs with these banks, and I think it'll help players sort of remember, like, distinguish it better too, like what is what in terms of what bank. I don't know if I explained that well. That's
literally color coded.
Alfie, that's not what I meant.
Oh, okay, my fault. It's still color coded. It's still color.
That's just a random detail. Now, in the context of the information, you're just saying it's color coded. That doesn't mean anything in this context.
It's color coded.
It's color coded. Yeah, it's color coded. You're right. I mean, that's just an observation, Alfie.
It's color coded.
It's color coded.
And the last one that's part of it is, do you guys think that you can put, when we look on the world map, like which bank is at what place, like red bank's over here, green bank's here, yellow, so on and so forth? That would help us out.
You could just look at the
That's
the
a good
icon.
idea. Yeah, it should show on there.
Yeah.
Maybe it might only show the NPC name. Maybe
it should. Yeah, but that should be enough. I think. I'm pretty sure they have a separate map icon, like a slightly different one already. So with the change that you saw in the video, with the map icons like being on around the map, you should be able to sort of more easily see which bank is where by sort of looking to those hubs if you already know the areas and you're just trying to find out where they are.
Okay. All right. Just all I have.
I think it should be on the wiki as well.
Yeah,
just all the locations.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, that's all I had. Thanks.
All right, no problem. All right, Admiral again next. What we got?
We get more hairstyles or hair colors, like actual blue hair, not this quote purple hair. Isn't there actual blue hair?
There's actual blue hair.
Admiral, look.
Well, I mean, maybe he means more of a deep blue, because right now it's kind of like a
blue,
like a cyan or an aqua.
Yeah.
More like.
Yeah.
for the current hair color?
Well, the big limit with that is essentially we don't have sort of a system to. It's so technically you could write to the database. I guess Cake's better to explain this than me. I think.
There's no option. There's no UI option to change the hair at the moment beyond what's on the character selection screen. We have experimented, and you can select different faces and hair colors by editing the database manually, but it's not available in the UI yet. It's something we can look into, but it's not an option at this time.
Anything else, Admiral, or is that it?
Name of the
Thank you,
NPC
Admiral.
if you hover over it, right?
Should be, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Last person, I believe. Yep, Jordan again. Oh, Tim too. If Tim can type, Tim typed it out yet?
Yeah. See if you can let Tim in after Jordan.
Oh, and I think I can invite specific people. So let's try that.
I don't see Tim in the list anymore, so I don't think we can.
Oh, he might have left.
Yeah.
Well, I'll mention him just in
question.
case he wants to type out your question.
Yeah.
His question.
Yeah. All right. Jordan, what do you got for us?
So, first question, Cake mentioned in the text chat that there was a way to get borderless full screen via third-party apps. Do you have like a particular program you would recommend for that, or is this just something that I should just Google?
I used Borderless Gaming. Basically, it's pretty simple. You just start it up, and then you just select your Fusion Fall window, and it'll make it full screen borderless.
Awesome.
I don't know if it's still the best option. I'll admit I haven't used it recently, but that's what I used at back then. So it probably still works fine.
Yeah, that makes sense. And one more, and then I promise I'm done. So with the more involved boss battles that you were talking about earlier, when talking about like the raids, that was essentially like just more involved, interesting boss battles. How hard is it to design?
Star?
What?
You want to touch on that?
I'm sorry, I was responding to him. Who was like doing asking his question?
Could you repeat the question?
Mechanics?
Yeah, no problem. Basically, like, I'm thinking about, I know this was the Retro Universe guys, but, like the Runty fight. Like, how difficult is it to design encounters like that, which are interesting gameplay-wise, but still operate within Fusion Fall's very limited point-and-click combat, very simple, yeah.
Gameplay wise, it's difficult because like we have like a limited amount of resources specifically to make like something interesting. But like Runty and specifically, I think it's mainly just like the way it's composed is like the biggest thing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
If you just know exactly where to put stuff, it just like feels different and a little better than like what the actual game did. For example, Belladonna's one, they just had this like really well paced like scenario that they wanted you to kind of like progress and experience. You know, they knew the beats on how you're gonna like see stuff and how you're gonna approach stuff. So it's basically that, you know, for like specific mobs. For like bosses that have like specific things, it's hard to like to say something about it because like we as of for now we don't know exactly how to do something so precise like that, you know.
Right.
We didn't experiment much. Like one person that was like really good at it was Jade when she was working on the AI for like Shipwrecker. Shipwrecker is like amazing. And because like Jade really dove like through that and just like made something like really nice, but like it was some work putting into it.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and I think sort of from a standpoint of like just missions or boss, did you specifically? Sorry, remind me again. I'm sorry. Did you specifically say bosses?
Bosses, enemy encounters, like the one that I had in my mind was the Runty Nano fight.
Yeah.
Sorry, not to harp on something you guys didn't make.
Oh no, it's fine. No, I get it. I think that's the standard we want to sort of aim to for nano missions at least. Sort of retro. I think they utilize like unique compositions of like they didn't necessarily they did a lot with what they could do, and I think a lot of that was sort of how they compose the mission, like Star was saying, or like about like how things are composed to make things feel a bit different. And I think a lot of that was also sort of how their character writing and like they just made things a bit more interesting and more engaging for the player. Oh, is Cake's screen sharing? Is this going to be the video rerun?
I'm just putting it up there. I don't know if we're finished with Q&A or not, but
I think
I had
Jordan,
the
are you
video
done?
on my computer. So
I saw Admiral asking if he could upload this. I assume he means he might have recorded
yeah, we're
the
uploading
Q&A.
it. It's uploaded. We'll publish.
I mean the
publish
Q&A
video.
specifically.
Oh, the Q&A.
I believe Wise is also uploading.
Okay.
Oh, wonderful. That sounded sarcastic.
We're as far as I'm aware, we're all good with it.
Yeah, that's fine. I honestly, I probably should have recorded it. I kind of forgot, but
yeah,
glad someone else did.
I hope Wise recorded it. Wise, did you record it? Could you let us know?
I want to like do the question from Tim. Tim, like poor man, just wants to do his thing answered. He asking if there is any plans to do like Skyway locations in Marquee Row or Hunted Ridge.
Like new ones?
Yes, not new routes.
Yeah,
going there and out there.
I believe Haunted Ridge. Oh, Haunted Ridge, not going back. Oh,
yeah. Haunted Ridge and Marquee Row.
I think if we feel like it's a necessity for what if we have something that's going to
probably wrap it up here. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, everyone who's still here for sticking it out. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We worked really hard. I hope it shows.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
No,
thank
for
you,
sure.
everyone.
True.
All right. Send everyone see the. Can you see the screen share here?
I see.
Okay. Without further ado, then.
Hello, everybody. My name is Radio Rave. I'm a developer for RetroBution, and I'll be the main presenter for this video. Today, I'll be giving you guys an extended look at our upcoming version 2.0 update. This is our first in-game update to use version numbers, hence the 2.0, and that'll be the standard going forward. This update is mainly built around the addition of new quality of life, as well as changes to improve the game and ultimately transition RetroBution into an exciting new era. Without further ado, let's start with some changes regarding how you get around the game world. Monkey Skyway agents are among the most iconic NPCs in Fusion Fall. As our tech improves, so does the ability to update some details of certain NPCs. You may notice their visors, and most transparent materials in the game for that matter, look black when facing away from light. This isn't really befitting for glass, and in this instance, doesn't match the shade of pink used for these visors in the promotional artwork. Due to that, we've adjusted these visors in version 2.0 to fix those issues. You can expect similar changes to other glass materials like this to be rolled out over time. These jetpack flames are noticeably transparent, and depending on the angle, it may seem like they aren't even there. In order to make them fiery and brighter, edits have also been made to them. These changes also apply to the agent that flies you to your destination. Show you. Mojo Jojo decided that the current Skyway wasn't cutting it, so this feature allows you to pay 2 times the cost for 2 times the speed while riding Monkey Skyways. With this, the time it takes to travel around the game world will be significantly shorter, and you'll be getting much more bang for your buck while spending on Monkey Skyway flights. To use Turbo Travel, all you have to do is click this new checkbox at the bottom of the Monkey Skyway UI. The prices will automatically adjust, and all you have to do is purchase your flight. The Skyway now services 8 entirely new routes. you'll be able to fly between City Point and Ensville, City Station and Townsville Park, Tech Square and Mojo's Volcano, and finally, Devil's Bluff and Nowhere. We hope these changes help provide a better motorway experience. That's it from me. I'll be handing it off to Cake Lancelot now to talk about some new optimizations coming to the game.
Hello everyone, I'm Cake, the project lead of RetroBution. I'm here to go over some of the performance optimizations that we're introducing in the 2.0 update. Just a quick disclaimer, all testing was done with the new OpenFusion launcher, which supports an uncapped frame rate. As it stands currently, the RetroBution client cannot go above 65 frames per second, but we're looking into fixing this in a future update. With that out of the way, let's dive in. One of the most infamous lag creators are actually NPCs. If there are enough of them in one place, your game is bound to slow down. But why is that? Given the limited set of tools that we have at our disposal, my initial assumption was that the amount of character models being drawn on screen was the culprit. With that assumption in mind, I made a tweak to the game where the render distance of NPCs would be reduced if there were a lot of them. However, when we shipped the 1.9 update with this tweak applied, the Ice Spire was still a pretty choppy experience. So what's going on? Well, it turns out that even if you can't see the NPC, a lot is still happening under the hood. Every frame, each NPC is doing 2 checks, one to see if there's ground below it, and one to see if there's something in front of it. This can get quite several hundred NPCs in one map square. One easy optimization is to not do these checks if the NPC has come to a complete stop. Another cause for concern is the frequency of these checks. Does it really need to be done every single frame, potentially hundreds of times per second? As it turns out, no, not really. So we've introduced a distance-based system. NPCs that are further away will update less often, along with NPCs that you are currently not looking at. With these 2 changes, the Ice Spire goes from a nearly unplayable 25 FPS to a pretty smooth 80 plus FPS on my computer. So our NPC problem is solved, right? Not so fast. If we turn on the floating display for NPC names, suddenly our frame rate is cut in half. What's the deal? Remember those checks that the NPC was doing? A very similar thing happens with the floating name display. Every frame, the game will check if there's a clear path from your point of view to the NPC, and if there are any obstructions, it won't draw the NPC's name. This is also quite inefficient. Even in the ancient version of Unity that FusionFall uses, it knows if an object is visible or not. So let's hook into that functionality and not do this obstruction check if the NPC isn't in our view cone. Much better. Now enabling floating names only takes a few frames off our total FPS rather than having it. The last thing I looked into was the stuttering that's present when loading new areas. As it turns out, the game was cleaning up all unused assets on every area change, which, as you can probably guess, will cause lag spikes. This made sense when the game came out, but with an overwhelming majority of computers having at least 8 GB of memory at their disposal, it isn't really needed anymore. We've removed the cleanup on area change, and tweaked how asset cleanup works in other parts of the game. We hope that these changes will improve your gameplay experience, and as always, we'll be monitoring feedback to make further tweaks as necessary. Enjoy!
Hey guys, Alfie here. As a lifelong MMO player, I've grown accustomed to older games being modernized over time. FusionFall should not be any different. Let's take a peek at the upcoming changes with RetroBution version 2.0. Let's talk about inventory management. We've fixed the scroll bars, and you'll now be able to scroll at your own pace through your inventory. This change is universal and will apply to any other menus that have scroll bars. Right-clicking will now move items between your bank and your inventory, just like quick selling at a vendor. Recently, we introduced the click and drag change for maps, but we accidentally removed the names of the map squares. Not only has this been fixed, but we've also added a mission finder to the map. You'll now be able to see missions around the world that you have yet to complete. Previously, map icons were limited to a certain range in the My View tab, but with this update, we've uncapped the range and all icons will be visible from anywhere on the map. Have you noticed it yet? We finally fixed GUI scaling. This long-requested feature will now allow you to play on most aspect ratios and widescreen resolutions. you will be able to toggle this on and off, just in case you prefer the scale it had before. We will be increasing the amount of items you can buy back from 5 to 15. Hopefully, this will reduce the chance of you selling your valuables by accident. Thank you all for listening to me yap about making your gameplay experience better. For all the changes, please take a look at the full patch notes once the update releases. Radio is actually screaming in my ear to shut up, so I'm going to totally willingly let him speak now.
Hey everybody, did you miss me? We'll be capping off today's video with a section on upcoming changes surrounding nanos. First off, we'd like to clarify some things about our plans for new nanos. We have no specifics to share today regarding new nanos coming to the game, but we'd like to share what players can expect in terms of how they'll be able to acquire new nanos. There's already a system in-game for getting a nano by leveling up and through missions given by NPCs. Although we have intentions to expand the level cap, it's not something that'll be happening soon, and as such, we've removed Flapjack, Johnny Bravo, and the 2 other unmarked slots present at the end of the nano book. Don't fret, we still have intentions of adding these nanos, we just want to give players a better idea of what to expect. For now, we'll primarily be adding nanos through New World nano missions. However, that won't be the only way players can receive nanos. We intend to have nano capsules, which you may remember as items you can use from your inventory to receive a nano, returned from Academy. You won't be gaining them through codes this time around. Instead, there'll be rewards for things such as races, bosses, and even events. Nano capsules received through events will receive a more permanent way to get them eventually though. With that established, let's move on to the actual changes. We're here in the nano station to discuss something pretty important, powers. Most importantly, their distribution. It can be quite annoying to earn a new nano and realize that what you can actually do with them is limited due to them having 2 of the same type of power. We've decided that in order to better balance out nano powers throughout the game, and make sure each nano has 3 unique options, to swap some of the powers between nanos. Starting with Swampfire, he's quite infamous for having 2 sleeps. Well, no more. We've swapped one of his sleeps for Utonium's Drain Point. Another nano infamous for having 2 sleeps is Magus. He too has had one of his sleeps swapped, and he'll be receiving Courage's Drain Point power. It's also been renamed to just Recall. You may be wondering what this means for Recall Group. Exiting our inventory, you'll see number 2 now has an icon similar to Recall's old one. Let's see what he can do. That's right everybody, Dash is back. In version 2.0,
I'm sorry, I don't know what's up with the audio. It'll be on YouTube, don't worry.
Hex and Vilgax. Unlike Academy, this dash is steerable and gives you 1.5 seconds of invincibility frames. It has the same cooldown and takes the same amount of stamina as Rocket. That's all we have for you today. We hope you're excited to be dashing into the future with us.
Okay, and that's on YouTube now. We just need to publish it. So
yep.
If there was any audio crackles or you weren't able to see it, you can check it out there.
Ready to make it public?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yep. Welp.
Sorry, I was typing something out.
Oh.
All right, so that's on. Yep, cool. There's the video and announcements if you guys want to check that out. And
artificially inflate the numbers, please.
Give it a like, subscribe.
Give it a like, comment.
Anyway, I think that's it for now. We did a lot of QA questions already, but you know, if you just now thought of something, you can maybe put it in the general chat. And
just ping.
I'll be there a bit. I'll be there in general. So drop them there.
Thank you guys.
Realize. Wow, beautiful.
I hope everyone liked it. We throw to show more stuff.
Yep. I guess we leave now.
Bye.
Yeah, I guess we don't have to.
Yeah.
Have a great night, everyone.
Have a great night.